Good morning, students. Today we are going to start our new book, Grammar Candy, and the first chapter is Sentences. Sentences. Already we have done this topic in the month of April, so this will be a quick revision for you. And let's start it. So let's start with the definitions. All the things which I have underlined or tick marked, you have to write it in your grammar notebook. Make a separate notebook for grammar, right? So what is a sentence? Sentence is a group of words that are put together to form a complete sense. कि जो एक group of words जो complete sense, जो complete meaning या complete thought को express करे, that group of words is called a sentence. Now there are two parts in a sentence. One is subject and other is predicate. A subject contains words that tell us who or what a sentence is about. कि subject कौन सा word होता है जो हमें बताए कि sentence किसके बारे में है, क्या है और किसके बारे में है. Predicate includes a verb and the words that tell us something about the subject. और predicate में क्या क्या चीज़ें होती हैं? Verb होता है और other words होते हैं जो sentence में जो बाकी बचे words हैं जो हमारे subject के बारे में हमें और information देते हैं. That is called predicate. Generally, verb and object they combine to form predicate. Every word in a sentence belongs to either to the subject or the predicate. For example, Tarun goes to school with Vikram. Now, Tarun is a subject and goes to school with Vikram is a predicate. The tree is full of apples. The tree is subject and is full of apples is predicate. Now, look at this. It is not necessary that every time we start the sentence with a subject. Now, look at this example. The rabbit quickly scampered away. Scampered means ran away. Jump. While by jumping, he ran away. So, the rabbit is a subject and quickly scampered away is the predicate. Now look at the another sentence here. Quickly the rabbit scampered away. Now here we have written quickly at the first position in the sentence. We have started the sentence with quickly. But the subject will remain same because rabbit is giving us the answer of who. So कौन scampered away हुआ? Rabbit हुआ. So therefore this makes rabbit is the subject in the sentence. Quickly subject नहीं है. Although sentence quickly से start हो रहा है, but फिर भी हमारा subject कौन है? जो action जो करता है, जो doer of action है, that is our subject. और here rabbit is the action doer, so rabbit is the subject. Now, in imperative sentences, subject is always you. It is not mentioned but employed. For example, go there. This means you go there. Now, practice time 1. This you have to do. Already this has been done for you, so you can note down your answers from here. So this is now let's come to kinds of sentences. There are 4 types of sentences: declarative, interrogative, exclamatory and imperative. Declarative sentence or assertive sentence. It is used to make a statement. For example, this is a beautiful garden. So when we make a statement, we usually end it with a full stop. My brother has joined Merchant Navy. Full stop. So this is again a case of assertive sentence which ends with a full stop. At the end of each assertive sentence, we put a full stop. Next is interrogative sentence. It is used to ask a question and we end it with a question mark. Is that an ostrich? Could you lend me a sharpener? Question mark. So whenever you see a sentence with a question mark, that means that sentence is an interrogative sentence. Now third is exclamatory sentence. It is used to express or exclaim strong emotions, and they generally end with a exclamatory mark. What a beautiful painting! My goodness! So both the sentences are ending with exclamatory mark. Now the fourth type of sentence is imperative sentence. It is used to give a command, an advice, or to make a request, like shut the door. We can walk carefully on the road. So you can see in imperative sentence there is no subject at all, right? The subject is implied, that like shut the door. So implied subject is you shut the door. Walk carefully on the road. So the subject is you walk carefully on the road. But when we write the imperative sentence, we do not mention any subject. So the absence of the subject makes them imperative sentences. Please stop shouting in the library. That's a request. Now practice time 2. Again the answers are written, the solutions are written for you. You can see the solutions from here. Okay. What a pretty baby. What a dirty road is. What a tall building. And last, what a wonderful family. What a colorful butterfly. So there is one editing in these imperative sentences, students. You do not have to write is at the end of the sentence. So please remove is from each sentence. So is you do not have to write. So the sentence will be what a pretty baby, exclamatory mark. What a dirty road, exclamatory mark. What a tall building, exclamatory mark. What a wonderful family, exclamatory mark. What a colorful butterfly, exclamatory mark. Now all these practice time 3. In this you have to, now phrases. Now there is another topic of phrases. What is a phrase? Phrase is a small group of words. It does not make a complete sense in itself. A phrase may be a noun or a verb, adjective or adverbial or prepositional phrase. However, we will learn about the different kinds of phrases in later lessons. So, when a sentence that does not carry a subject, it is only a group of words which do not have a complete sense, a complete meaning. So that group of words is called a phrase. For example, the pen is lying on the floor. Now if I write on the floor only, so that makes no sense. That what is on the floor? Who is on the floor? It may be a pen, pencil, book, chair, spectacles, or somebody is sitting on the floor. So it can be anything. So when I write only on the floor, so this makes these words a phrase, right? Here, on the floor is a phrase as the words stand together, but they need the rest of the sentence to convey the complete meaning. A phrase may or may not have a verb. कोई ज़रूरी नहीं है, compulsion नहीं है कि phrase में verb ज़रूरी हो. Now, practice time 3. In these, you have to identify what are the phrases, and you have to write yes if it is a phrase, and if it is not, it's a complete sentence, and then you have to write no. Right? All this. Let's do more. Here you have to write the suitable subjects, identify the kinds of sentences, and the fun zone. This is about talking on the given topics. So I hope you have understood the topic, and you will be able to do the exercises well. Okay, bye bye, have a nice day.